Season 29 is officially over and we got another new champion. So now we have 6 different winners from seasons 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and now 29. How's it going, guys? It's Eric Sharkey, aka the Dance Moves Star Superfan, back with another video, and today we're going to talk about last night, which was of course finale night. We got lots to talk about what happened last night, and it was a big one. You know, when finale night comes, you're anxious and excited, and you're sitting on pins and needles like how is it going to end and who is going to win. Besides that, we saw a spectacular solo performance by the man himself, Derek Huff, and he did some amazing dance moves that I could never imagine doing. And Nelly's performance was amazing. The contestants liked it, the judges liked it, pretty much all the fans liked it, even myself. I thought it was pretty awesome that Daniela and Pasha were dancing to his performance, which is pretty cool. First, they did a repeat dance to their favorite dance of the season, as well as the freestyle, the do or die dance of Dancing with the Stars. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and smash that like button, and also turn on post notifications to get you notified about my latest Dancing with Stars content video. So without further ado, let's get started. First up is Kaitlyn and Artem dancing their Argentine tango again from week 9 to Toxic by Britney Spears. Derek thought it was a perfect dance to show why she belongs in the finals. Bruno was panting because she took his breath away, and her details were even better this time around. Kaitlyn is glad she picked this dance style to repeat, and is now one of her top 3 favorite dances of all time. I always knew that Kaitlyn would do well on the show, and I'm really glad that Artem was partnered with her this season, and Artem was in his first final of his entire career. So just scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, which is a perfect score. Next up is Nelly and Daniela dancing their samba again from week 5 to Rhythm of the Night by DeBarge. Bruno thinks Nelly is a natural and spontaneous, but with a couple of technical issues. Kaitlyn thinks Nelly's journey has been the most fascinating, and he shows that dance is about more than technique, it's also about joy. Bruno thinks dancing is about moments and not just technique. At first, I had some little expectations on Nelly after overcoming his ups and downs and improving week after week. Nelly, in my mind, has to be known as one of the most improved dancers I've ever seen on the show. So judge scores are, they were all 9s from the judges, giving them a score 27 out of 30. Next up is Neve and Jenna dancing their Paso Doble again from week 7 to Black Swan Lake by District 78. Kaitlyn thought it was perfection the first time and perfection again this time. She trusts him to be technically and artistically amazing every time. Derek loved the change at the start of the routine, and it was a beautiful performance. Bruno thought they created even more dramatic structure in the routine the second time around. I knew Neve would last through before the semifinals, but he has made the semifinals and the finals as well, so that's an overachiever. So just scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, which is a perfect score. Last up is Justina and Sasha dancing their cha-cha-cha again from week 1 to Respect by Aretha Franklin. Derek thought she was exploding with passion and excitement. Bruno said she knows how to shake those tail feathers, almost too hot to trot tonight. Kaitlyn thinks she lights the floor on fire every time she gets on the stage. Just like Nelly, I didn't have much expectations on Justina, but after watching her bring the party every single week with so much energy and charisma in all of her dances this season, she proved me 100% wrong. So just scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, giving them a perfect score. After Derek Huff's solo dance, it's time for the freestyle round. They also add the pro dancers from this season in one of their freestyles in the back of the stage to avoid social distancing, so it's not really that plain, so they did a really good job on that. First up is Nelly and Daniela dancing freestyle to Savage by Megan Thee Stallion and Hypnotized by the Notorious Big. Bruno thought the opening tableau put them in the presence of hip-hop royalty, which was pitched just right for Nelly. Kaitlyn loves the partnership between Nelly and Daniela, and she loved the choreography that combined hip-hop with Latin and ballroom. Derek loved the closing lift where he was wearing her as headphones without holding on to her at all. I have to say, Daniela did a great job on her first freestyle, and I think the music matchup with those two songs described Nelly's career. There were a lot of great moves in that dance, and the lifts, especially that lift near to the end with no hands, was so cool. So just scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, which is a perfect score, which brings them an overall total of 56. Next up is Kaitlyn and Artem dancing freestyle to Sparkling Diamonds from Moulin Rouge. Carrie Ann said Kaitlyn met her high expectations since Moulin Rouge is one of Carrie Ann's favorite movies. Derek thought it was well done. Bruno thought she captured the spirit of Baz Luhrmann while packing it with full of choreographic content. Man, Artem did a fantastic job on his first freestyle. I like how they added some Charleston moves with it, and it feels like I'm watching them on Broadway. So judge scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, which is also a perfect score, which brings them an overall total of 60. Next up is Neve and Jenna dancing freestyle to Singing in the Rain by District 78. Derek thinks it takes a true leading man to sell Singing in the Rain, and Neve succeeded. Bruno agrees that the routine aimed very high, but succeeded. It was show-stopping and inspired. Karen thought it was a few routines in one, and Neve is an incredible performer with a magical partnership with Jenna. This freestyle reminds me of Singing in the Rain the musical, and they improvise it very well. Instead of singing in the rain, they were dancing in the rain. I felt like Jenna took some ideas from the other pros' freestyles in the past, but in my mind, it was an okay freestyle though. So judge scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, which is also a perfect score, which brings them an overall total of 60. And last up to close out the season is Justina and Sasha, dancing freestyle to Let's Get Loud by Jennifer Lopez and Bamboleo by the Gypsy Kings. Bruno thought it was a tonic for her soul. Carrie-Anne loved the dance and the message of it celebrating her and her culture. Derek couldn't think of a better freestyle to finish off the season. I really liked the beginning a lot, and the moves fit perfectly with that freestyle, and also, it was a fantastic way to end the season. So judge scores are, they were all 10s from the judges, which is also a perfect score, which brings them an overall total of 60. So now let's take a look at the leaderboard from last night. A three-way tie at the top of the leaderboard with 60 points are Kaitlyn and Artem, Neve and Jenna, and Justina and Sasha, while at the bottom are Nelly and Daniela with 56 points. So, which one was my favorite freestyle? I'm going to rank them 1 through 4. So my fourth favorite is Neve and Jenna, my third favorite is Justina and Sasha's, my second favorite is Nelly and Daniela's, and my number one favorite would have to be Kaitlyn and Artem's freestyle. After Nelly's performance, it was time for the final result. Fourth place is Justina and Sasha, third place is Nelly and Daniela, so it all came down to Neve and Jenna and Kaitlyn and Artem. So the winners this season are Kaitlyn and Artem, while Neve and Jenna finished second. So we have 2 Bachelorette wins in a row. One is Hannah Brown, and now Kaitlyn Bristow. You can tell by Jason's excitement, he was really happy. Once Tyra announced that Kaitlyn and Artem were the winners this season, I was so happy, but I wasn't screaming this time. I was pumping my fist, and then after that, I went to my car to enjoy my celebration because this was like the happiest moment I've seen in a long time since the pandemic started. As for Artem, after 8 seasons of trying and receiving some partners who were good or not good that didn't last farther than 6, he finally has a Dancing with the Stars Mirror Ball trophy. Not only that, he also made history by being the first Strictly Come Dancing champion to win on Dancing with the Stars. For the record, he won during his first ever season of Strictly Come Dancing, which was their 8th season by the way. Once I found out that Kaitlyn and Artem would be partnered together for this season, I knew that they were going to be the ones to watch this season. Technically, I really think that Artem deserved the win because he has been dancing for so long, and also I never thought he would have a chance of winning though, but for this one, I'll take it. Compared to Kaitlyn and Neve's fanbase, Kaitlyn's fanbase is more stronger than Neve's, so that's how Kaitlyn and Artem got them the victory. So Kaitlyn's fanbase has like Bachelor Nation behind her, and also since Artem and Nikki Bella are dating, they have the Bella Army fanbase with them, and some Artem fans that like to support Artem. I gotta say, Nikki Bella and their newborn son are very proud of Artem. I'm also really proud of Neve as well because he brought Jenna to her first final since season 26. They had some great dances, and she really stepped it up with her choreography this season. Even though she stole some ideas from the other pros this season, as long as they had a good season, I can't be too mad about that. I think it's also really great that Jenna was able to participate in her first final, but in a full season by the way. The other one was a short season, just so you know. Also, Daniela did a fantastic job in her first season as a pro with Nelly. Despite him having no dance experience whatsoever, they really pulled it off. With only 2 perfect scores with Nelly, I gotta say, it's not bad for an underdog. The good thing is, we didn't have a Bobby Bones win this season. Lastly, a fantastic job to Justina by bringing Sasha to his 3rd final of his career. I didn't know what to expect from Justina at first, but hey, I'll take it. I gotta say, 4th place is not too bad in my book, but they would have at least gotten 3rd, but I'm okay with it. Now, I'm doing something completely different. Instead of doing the best dance or the improvement of the night like I always do during my episode recaps, I'm doing the best dancer of the season, the most technical dancer of the season, most improved dancer, most charisma dancer of the season, and the worst dancer of the season, and lots of other topics I've been thinking of when I was doing this script. The best dancer of the season is Neve Schulman. The most technical dancer of the season is Kaitlyn Bristow. The most improved dancer of the season is Nelly. The most charisma dancer of the season is Justina Machado. The lyrical dancer of the season is Johnny Weir. The bounce back dancer of the season, because she has made mistakes in one of her dances and she was able to overcome them, is Sky Jackson. The somewhere in between dancers are AJ McLean, Chriselle Stiles, and Monica Aldama. The energetic dancer of the season is Jeannie Mai. The good effort dancers are Vernon Davis, Jesse Metcalf, and Anne H. The best attitude of the season, even though he wasn't the best dancer but he tried his best, is Charles Oakley. And the worst dancer of the season is, without a doubt, Carol Baskin. I gotta be honest, it was actually one of the best seasons I've seen in all my times of watching the show since season 21. Not the hosting or the judging, just so you guys know. Like the dances in general, and it became more competitive as the season was getting close to the end. Overall, it really wasn't one of their best seasons, like, I don't know, but it really wasn't their worst season either. It was like an average season, and it was a little bit better than last season. But it was kind of still not the same without Tom though, by the way. Also, when Tyra closed out the season, she said, "See you next season." So it looks like we are going to have a season 30. Will it be in the spring, or will it be in the fall of next year? But we'll just have to wait and see until they give us an official answer. So my rating on this season, I would give it a 10. And that'll do it for this video. So congratulations again on Kaitlyn and Artem for winning season 29. And before I wrap up this video for you guys, I'm going to do my content videos on the season 29 contestants. Not all of them, by the way, just the notable ones. So stay tuned for those videos. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Eric Sharkey, aka Dance with the Stars Superfan. Catch you next time.